What's going on, everybody? Tanner with another video. Hope you're all having an amazing and productive day so far. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down the best way for you to learn Facebook ads today in 2019, because that's honestly the number one topic I get. People have no idea how to start running Facebook ads, or they're running ads and they're not profitable, which is often the case. There's a lot more people that are unprofitable with their ads than people that are profitable. So I want to help you with that today. But before we do that, I want to announce the $100 winner for today's video, which is Hannah. Hannah commented, "It would be awesome to get $100 richer by a few simple steps. I'd use part of it to renew my gym membership, 30-day Stairmaster challenge, and the rest I would save until I find something I'm confident in investing in. There will be information in the description on how you can claim your money." And if you don't know already, I'm giving away $100 every single video. If you want to enter, there's a top link in the description. And there's only 7 days left actually. So I'm doing $1,000 total, 10 days, $100 a day. So now, what you have all been waiting for, the best way to learn Facebook ads in 2019. And just to start everything off and give you a premise, it's not easy. I mean, in some ways it's simple. I think the biggest thing that holds people back is overthinking most of the time. They overcomplicate things in their head because they have so many people telling them different things to do, whether it's on YouTube, Instagram, whatever. There's always different people trying to pitch you different things, and honestly, there's no right answer all the time. There's no exact wrong answer. I mean, some people obviously provide a wrong answer. They have no idea what they're doing, but most of the time, if it's coming from someone that's credible and has results, then they're gonna have some kind of take that maybe I don't have or someone else. And that's what I'm here to tell you, is that I don't have the perfect method, the perfect formula for you, because obviously some things that work for me may not work for you and vice versa. And maybe it's because of the product or the store. You know, there's so many variables involved. And also Facebook, the way the ads work, you know, your pixel and your ad account, they optimize over time. And sometimes different things work for different people. If someone has an ad account that spent 30 grand and someone's ad account that spent $3, you know, obviously they're going to perform differently. Like talking to one of my business partners that's done a lot with Facebook ads, he told me he found a winning product and he gave it to like 10 of his students or something like that, and it only worked for one person, and they all tested it the same exact way, same ad, all that stuff. So things are always changing with Facebook ads. Things always don't work repetitively. If you want to know sort of like a story of what happened with my Facebook ads, how I lost a bunch of money, you can go check out yesterday's video. But I think the main point that you need to understand when trying to learn Facebook ads in 2019 is to keep an open mind and don't overcomplicate things, because it's super easy to overcomplicate yourself, especially as the beginner phase when you have no experience or, you know, very little prior experience. Because Facebook Ads Manager, there's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of stuff to learn and a lot of stuff to do. And honestly, for me, I have not tested every single thing because there's so many variables to test. And obviously, you're gonna hear the fundamentals of product testing and things like that when it comes around to it. But I think the biggest thing is just seeing consistency. A lot of people get that one sale. I think Facebook does this on purpose. I'll have students test a product and they'll get one sale super early on. It's super profitable. And then it's like no more sales and they just lose a bunch of money. It's like Facebook is luring you in with that one sale and then trying to keep you spending money, and then you keep spending money, they don't give you anything back, and then you lost money. But that's the case. I think a lot of people think that it's way too easy and it comes quick to succeed. As you saw in the thumbnail, the expectation versus reality. Obviously, everybody wants to make what that was like a 12K day in that screenshot, but a lot of people end up at 0 a day because they overcomplicate things and they expect things too quick. You know, when I go into a business venture, I go in with no expectations. Obviously, I'm hoping for a positive outcome, but you honestly never know until you actually try something and see what the outcome is, because I can launch an ad, it may work, it may not. Maybe something that's working for you is not working for me. I've actually paid people to tell me their products before that I know are doing very well, and they send me their ad creatives, their products, all that stuff, and then I test it and it just doesn't hold up compared to their numbers. And I think that's just sort of how Facebook is. You can run through 10 products and never find a winner. You can run through 5 products. But honestly, there's been a strategy I've been using that has worked 75% of the time so far testing products, as far as a success rate of having something that maintains profitability. And I'll be revealing some of that to you guys tomorrow. Actually, I have a pretty special video because tomorrow is day number 50 of daily uploads. So I have a pretty cool opportunity for you guys out there. But if you really want to learn Facebook ads, learn from different people. Don't just watch my videos, watch some other people's videos, get some different viewpoints. But the main thing is learning not only from your own failures, but other people's failures. Obviously, you're watching me and I have prior experience spending hundreds of thousands on Facebook ads. And then I'm here giving you my insights on what I've learned to help you minimize your risk as much as possible. Because obviously, you're gonna need to fall on your face in order to get to where you wanna be. Every person I know that's very successful has fallen on their face. They've learned. There hasn't been, you know, a perfect road to success where they haven't hit any speed bumps or anything like that. that and they just got rich, unless they won the lottery. Obviously that's an easy way out. But also at the same time, you don't want to just learn from falling on your face, because it's going to take you a lot longer to get to where you want to be if you're not learning from someone that has already done what you want to accomplish. For me, you know, if I'm getting into real estate and all these different ventures that I really have no prior experience with, obviously I can go in, spend a bunch of money, do a bunch of stuff in real estate and just lose everything. It's a possibility because I don't know what I'm doing. It's a very big market. But if I learn from someone like one of my mentors, Mr. Business, you'll see him on my channel coming soon. You know, he has a lot of experience with real estate as a broker, as an investor, and all these other different things like ATMs, hundreds across the United States, all these different things that I really have no experience in. And by learning from someone that's already done it, then I'm going to minimize my risk a lot more. And it's sort of like a trade-off. You need to find a mentor. For me, what I learned is that honestly, without a mentor, whether it's someone that you're working with every single day or someone you talk to once a week, I realized that my progression towards my goals was a lot faster by having help from someone that is above me and really just losing my ego. I used to have a big ego. Like 6 months ago, if you watch my older videos, like my ego is pretty big. I don't know how well it showed in the videos, but like I really didn't want to learn from other people. I didn't listen to other people. I just sort of did my own thing, and my progression just kept slowing and slowing down. And then I started, you know, becoming more open-minded, listening to other people's opinions, not just one person or not just myself. And I learned a ton and have been able to progress, you know, a lot faster than I was before. Obviously, I'm not where I want to be. I'm always aiming for higher goals and higher targets. But with a mentor in different areas, like I look up to several different people within Facebook ads, personal branding, ventures that I'm not even in, that I'm just learning about. You know, there's people that you have to look up to and be able to ask questions to. And a lot of people are probably, oh, Tanner, can you mentor me with e-commerce, all this stuff? And it's like, I have people ask me that every single day. And a lot of people honestly are just lazy and ask me questions that they could Google in 5 seconds. They're like, oh, how do I install my Facebook Pixel? Well, I have videos of that on my channel. Also, you could look it up in like 30 seconds on Google. Why are you wasting your time finding my Instagram account, shooting me a DM, and waiting for me to respond when you could do it all yourself in under a minute? You know, do things efficiently. That's another thing I see. If you're trying to learn Facebook ads, don't rely on other people to give you a response. Don't DM me or don't DM 20 other people on YouTube that talk about e-commerce and expect a result and then make a decision. Make calculated decisions, obviously, but don't rely on other people to provide you with where you want to be. Now, obviously, you want a mentor, you want someone to help you, but you know what I've learned is just through trial and error. It's hard to get like a good mentor when you haven't tried anything at all, because the way I've been able to find mentors, I even have mentors that are younger than me, but they have been very, very successful in niches and ventures that I am not involved with. So obviously, I'm going to be open-minded. The age thing doesn't really matter because they're doing something that I want to do, so I'm going to learn from them. But I wouldn't be able to connect with them if I didn't take some kind of action already. A lot of people expect free help when they haven't done anything to help themselves. How are you going to expect free help from someone to get to where you want to be if you haven't even worked to help yourself? You know, that's just showing that you're careless, you're lazy. You know, you're just relying on someone to give you that exact result, an actual path that you want to go down instead of working for yourself. The only way you're going to be able to go and find mentors is by putting yourself out there, trying new things, because the more you try, the more you're out there, you're just going to meet new people, learn new things, and make great connections. Don't just sit there on your phone. Like I'm sure a lot of you watching right now, been watching videos on e-commerce, been watching all this stuff about marketing, Facebook ads, but you've never taken action. You're just watching all these videos. You know, I'm not trying to sell you anything here, but like if you want some free training, there's a link in the description, or the giveaway to opportunity to win $100 for ad spend. It's just like these simple things that cost you nothing and take very little time. You just look over, you skip over, you see these ads. Obviously, some people's ads may be annoying and you skip over them just by habit, but there's actually some great opportunities here. Even for me, I know when I see an ad for whatever, obviously they're getting my email, they're gonna retarget me, but it's like, I don't look at that in a negative way. I look at, all right, you know, this person's offering this or that, whatever, whether it's within personal branding or an e-commerce product, and then I'm swiping up, you know, going through their funnel structure of how they're closing sales and how they're getting their products sold. And I can sort of use some key indicators to know whether they're making money or not. And then I sort of reverse engineer it. You know, I look into all the variables, the URLs, to see like how they're tracking, all these different things to learn about what the process is and what other people are doing that are successful. I'm not just sitting there and go, oh, another ad, come on. You know, I'm there and I'm learning what they're doing and then figuring out how I can do what they're doing, but in a better way to make even more money. You know, as I've said before, some of the biggest businesses within the world started just by doing what someone else was doing, but making it way better by finding, you know, some kind of little twist or something they're doing wrong, and then utilizing that potential to become even more successful than that person. You know, a lot of people say, oh, there's too much competition within dropshipping, there's too much saturation, the ads, you know, all this stuff. And I think really what it comes down to is just like the only competition you have with is yourself your ego, your procrastination, and all these things, because there's so much money out there in the world, so much opportunity, so many people to meet, so many things to do, that you thinking to yourself that you can't even make 100 grand in a year profit, let's say, it's just unideal. There's so many people that make 100,000 per day, let alone a year. Why can you not do what one person does in a day in 365 days? There's so much opportunity out there in the world, and I'm not a motivational speaker or anything, but it's just like, if you want to learn something, Facebook ads or any skill set, get out there and try it. That's the only way you're going to be able to get to where you want to be. So keep an open mind, don't overthink, just do stuff. Don't wait for things to happen, don't rely on people, just do something, get off your butt, and make things happen. Peace.